last part will be how to calculate the marginal product. So marginal product basically is a concept about if we employ one additional unit of our variable factor, how much can we produce? What is the increase in our total output? What is this extra unit of variable factors employed can gain the benefit for us? So this is how we want to find the marginal product. So let's do it by example. For example, when the labor, our variable factor is 1, our total product is 200. So you can imagine there's a line hidden here. If the land is remained 1 because this is a fixed factor, and there's a hidden line when the variable output, the variable factor is 0. It means when the unit of labor employed is 0. Can you guess what is the total output we have? It is going to be 0 because there's no variable factor. No one is going to make good use of the land, right? So we assume that we have the labor as at least 1 unit to get this thing working. So when the labor is 0, we have the total product of 0. So this extra unit of labor is going to help us to gain 200 total product as return. So we're going to use the formula 200 minus 0. So we have 200. It means that by employing 1 extra unit of labor, we are going to gain 200 minus 0. This 200 is our marginal output. It is the increase due to employing 1 additional unit of the fixed factor. Let's try another one. When our variable factor increased from 1 to 2, we're employing 1 additional unit of labor. The total product is going to increase from 200 to 500. Then we're going to use 500 minus 200 to find out this 300 as the additional output due to the increase in this 1 unit of labor. When the variable factor, our labor, increased from 2 units to 3 units, this 1 additional unit increase in the labor, our variable factor, is going to help us to gain 900 minus 500, which is 400. So from 2 to 3, the total product increased from 500 to 900. So we know that this 400 is being gained because we get this 1 extra unit of labor. Similarly, from 3 to 4, the total output is going to increase from 900 to 1,200. So we use this one minus this one. Then we have the 300 as our marginal product. When the variable factor increased from 4 to 5, this 1 additional unit of labor employed is going to help us to gain 100 units of marginal product, because when this 1 additional unit of labor employed, we're going to increase the total product from 1,200 to the 1,300. This 100 additional marginal product is gained because of this employment of this 1 additional unit of labor. And from 5 to 6, we're going to get it again. 1350 minus 1300, so we have 50. This 50 units of marginal product, we can illustrate, it is explained by this 1 additional unit, employing this 1 additional unit of labor. So you can witness something strange. So although it seems like the total product keep increasing, so when we employ more labor, the total product keep increasing. However, the marginal product is somehow at some point at this fourth unit is going to decrease. So you can see the marginal product at first, when we employ one additional unit, it increase. But when we started to add the fourth unit of labor, the marginal product started to decrease. And it leads us to this law. We call it the law of diminishing marginal returns. In short run, when the variable factors are successfully added to the given amount of the fixed factor, the marginal product will eventually diminish, holding technology constant. So you should remember this law. This is important. In DSE, 3 marks. So this is an important law. You should remember it. Why do we have this strange phenomenon? So when we go back to our example here, so you can imagine, because of the land is being fixed, when you keep adding more and more farmer, somehow the land will be packed, so they don't have the place to move around, or you can see that it may not be efficient anymore. If you add too many farmers, it is not going to help us to grow more output. Maybe you're going to add one additional farmer. Even though this farmer is doing something, helping us to increase the total product, but somehow the benefit, the marginal product, the overall productivity is not going to increase that much compared to this one. By adding the labor from 3 to 4, the additional benefit brought by employing this one unit of labor is not going to be that good. So you can imagine this example maybe become crowded, or somehow it's not going to be that well managed before. So in the short run, if we keep adding the variable factors as successively, we keep adding more and more of it to a given amount of fixed factor, the marginal product will eventually diminish, holding the technology constant. So you see that even though the marginal product keep increasing, but somehow from this point it started to decrease. So we call this one, it illustrates the law of diminishing marginal return.